Welcome to AdventureSphere. This channel is dedicated to missing people who are missing with a vehicle. In the process of creating this database, we are creating a volunteer sonar search and recovery dive team to search for the people featured on our channel. Our services are free of charge. We ask you to consider subscribing, watch our content, and help spread awareness of our endeavor. The National Suicide Prevention Lifeline can be reached by dialing 988 or 1-800-273-8255. Audrey Mae Herron, then 31, is missing from Catskill, New York, when she finished up her 3-11 shift in the evening at Columbia Green Long-Term Care Facility in the Jeffersons Heights area. Her coworker saw her leave in her vehicle at 11 p.m., but Audrey never made it home. She drove west on State Route 23 toward her home in Freehold, New York. It's about a half-hour drive. That evening, it was raining and foggy. The New York State Police Catskill office is investigating. They can be reached at 518-622-8600. Her case number is 021026. Her date of birth is October 4th, 1970. At the time of this recording, she would be 52 years old today. Audrey drives a black 1994 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo with New York tags X233UV. There were no fog lights on her vehicle, and there was minor damage to the front passenger side bumper. Her maiden name is Turk. She is a mother of 3. She's known to smoke cigarettes. She worked part-time as a nurse at the long-term care facility. Her husband reported her missing at 6 a.m. the following morning. On the day of her disappearance, Audrey received a substantial pay raise, and she had a doctor appointment the following day, which she never showed up for. Audrey hasn't used her phone or credit cards since she disappeared. Police say Audrey's husband, Jeff, has been uncooperative in the investigation. He's denied the allegation, citing his willingness to take a polygraph, and allowed authorities to search their property 3 times. No one has been named as a suspect, but her case is being investigated as a homicide. Some of the databases I've noticed have said that she was last seen in Cairo, New York. Let's see here. News10.com in August of 2022. Her daughter, Sansa Court, was her oldest child. She was 10 years old when her mom disappeared. At one point, investigators excavated some of the ground and drained a pond on the Catskill Road in May of 2022. They had divers searching 3 bodies of water in Greene County, including the Catskill Creek, which runs right behind the property of the long-term care facility. Their home is on Route 67 in Freehold. Audrey and Jeff married in August 1995, and they had a couple children. PorcupineSoup.com on August 29th, 2021. Sansa had returned from a trip to Florida with her grandparents, and her mom never picked her up. When her grandmother told her what happened, Sansa knew she would never see her mother again because her mom was so dependable. Marie Parker, a close friend of Audrey's, remembers being at a Best Buy in Binghamton and her disbelief when she got the news. When it finally hit her, she dropped her phone and told her boss she had to go. A retired state police investigator was stated that it was one of the most thorough missing persons investigations he'd ever seen. The FBI and other state police teams assisted to make sure they got everything checked on. Let's see here. Audrey's father, Ray Turk, died in 2011, not knowing what happened to his daughter. Audrey's daughter, Sansa, is now a nurse as well. What else do I have? Audrey's mom is Shirley Olmsted. And then there was another article that AWP was in the area on September 30th. Well, it looks like it was more like September 28th and posted on the 30th. Adventures with Purpose was there searching for her. They weren't able to find her then. I'm curious to see what water bodies they do search. Let's see here. They said that she might have taken an alternate route home to work to avoid the fog. So we have to find out what that route is and check that as well. The Route 23, it serves largely rural areas of the state and traverses the Catskill Mountains and crosses the Hudson River via the Rip Van Winkle Bridge. The weather that day, the high was 66, the low was 55. It was raining on our way into and home from work. I do have some questions. If any of her family or friends see this and can shed some light on it, it may help us reduce the search area. So we have her home address. What was her exact home address? Was she taking any school classes to further her nursing degree? If so, what was her school schedule like? Did she put in any time off requests at work? Did she plan a resignation? I don't think it would have happened being that she got a substantial pay raise, but the pay raise could have been too little too late maybe. Did she volunteer anywhere, attend church? What hobbies did she have? Was she part of any social groups? When she was home, would she prefer to go out or stay home with or without the children? Was she an early bird or a night owl? Did she give any possessions away in the month or two before she disappeared? Does she prefer to drive on main roads or back roads? Was she okay driving at night? Was that a dedicated work schedule, the 3 to 11 p.m. shift? Or was she rotating, or did she just fill in that shift for somebody? Let's see here. Was there any road construction happening on her route to work that would have required a detour that maybe took her through unfamiliar roads, and she might have just run off the side of the road, not even realizing a body of water was right there? Did the police check the license plate readers? Would they check it again to see if the tag was reissued to somebody else, or if her vehicle was sold in either New York or another state? Were there any items she always carried with her? A special necklace? She might not have worn her wedding band to work just because they don't want us wearing jewelry that could get caught on tubes and whatnot. What else? Does she have any health conditions? Diabetic? Does she have seizures? Any brain injuries? How is her vision? I know she wore prescription glasses, but when was the last time her glasses were updated? And then, was she taking any prescribed medication? If so, were they refilled after her disappearance, or were the prescriptions transferred to another pharmacy or another state? Might be a good way to try to find her if she just did leave for some reason or other. And then, what was the place of her last verified financial transaction? It might help us look at other places to survey. So next I have a few places to check on. I'm sharing them with my blessing, hoping that she can be reunited with her friends and family, regardless who the higher powers work through. The video of Google Earth that you're watching here has a measurement from our current bus starting location, which is her work address, and then it goes out to possible search areas. We focused on bodies of water within 5 miles of their last known location and within 5 miles of their destination. If an area has been heavily sonared, we may expand the search area, but please keep in mind that accidents tend to happen closer to home. So this video, I'm just going to focus on the 5 miles closer to work. If we can't find her there, then I'll look 5 miles from Cairo, New York, and then if I can figure out what her home address is, I can search 5 miles from there as well. So I've got the Catskill Creek, which runs behind her work facility, and I know Adventures with Purpose Went through there in September. There's the Hudson River very close. There's 2 quarries. One is about 4.7 miles across the other side of the Hudson, and then there's a quarry at Kalkberg that we could look into if they will give us permission to be on their property. There's Catskill Creek, Hollister Lake. There's Camp Catskill's RV park. There's 2 lakes there. It's kind of off the way, but maybe if she had detours for some reason, she might have ended up on that part of town. There's a kind of ominous place called Murderer's Creek. Sleepy Hollow Lake could be really good to look at. It's a huge body of water, but there's also a lot of homes on it here. This is Sleepy Hollow Lake right now that we're zooming in on. Then I've got Greens Lake and Black Lake. If you'd like to help Audrey's family find her, please subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, and ring the notification bell to receive progress reports. I'm going to let the video play out here for just a few minutes so you can see the entire search area if you're interested. If you see something I missed, please let me know in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and remember that we love you.